It's a tale as old as time. A caveman promises fire in exchange for a skull, then just takes off with the skull. And the skullduggery continues.
There's always been fraud, but the way bad actors are using technology has made it more prevalent.
Christopher Gerald's the president of NASA. No, not that NASA. The North American Securities Administrators Association, which keeps an eye on scammers who want to cheat you out of your money.
We've had the housing bubble, the dot-com bubble, and we had the crypto bubble.
Thankfully, they finally busted Mr. Bubble, and NASA looks to the past to predict the future.
The data gets collected for 19, and we project the potential schemes for 2020.
So while other people are talking about the top new artists or top sports teams, we've got the top scams of 2020. Yay! For starters, we've got promissory note scams, which begs the question, what the heck is a promissory note anyway?
A promissory note is simply a piece of paper that says a promissory note on top and is supposed to pay regular interest, and you get your money back at the end.
So people are just promising money for holding on to your money?
Promissory notes are usually cloaked in some other scheme. So oftentimes it's a real estate scheme. So I will give you a promissory note. It will pay these 10, 15, 20% returns for a 1-year time period.
Okay, so the scammer has a business startup, off-the-radar investment, or a real estate deal that's going to be so big, he'll pay you a bunch of money every month and still be able to pay you back at the end of the term.
And the money goes to the scammer and never goes back to the investor.
The tell is a super high return that far exceeds normal investment options.
If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
The next big scam for 2020? Ponzi schemes.
A Ponzi scheme is when a scammer uses new investor money to pay back old investors. And these have been around a long time.
They may work in the short run, but they're a house of cards.
Eventually they all collapse. And this was the case with Bernie Madoff a few years ago, where it was billions of dollars before it eventually collapsed.
Yeah, Bernie made off with a lot of people's money. Finally, look out for cryptocurrency scams, which were up in 2019.
Cryptocurrency enforcement action was up 200%, and we expect those areas to continue to rise in 2020.
Crypto's perfect for scamming because everyone's heard of it, but nobody really knows what it is.
We saw cryptocurrencies jump into the mainstream media. A lot of bad actors came out to try to capitalize on the popularity.
Cryptocurrency is the wild west of investments, so do a lot of homework before making any transfers.
A lot of these are offshore, and once they send their money, there will be no getting it back.
If an investment opportunity seems scammy, NASAA.org has links to your state's securities regulator, where you can see if the product is licensed.
If it's not licensed or the person's not licensed, it's a violation of the law and certainly something investors should stay away from.
Staying scam-free in 2020 is at the top of the list.